How pro-free speech can you really be when you're banning people from your platform and protecting your audience from dangerous words? Gettr.
Your opinion might be that, hey, that's BS. There are other people who are going to say, look, these guys are making sure that this is a safe platform and we respect what they're doing. They're giving us that ability to have that political free speech. And look, we might just disagree on this.
People ask me all the time,
Hey Brian, do you really use that keto elevate stuff and does it really work? The answer is yes and yes. Never in my entire life have I lost body fat so quickly. Not even in my prime at 25, which is over 25 years ago. I'm approaching 54 this year. If you want to support the channel and do your health a favor, grab some with my link in the description.
Now, hats off to Tim Pool for not giving Gettr CEO Jason Miller, for not giving him any slack. I'm going to play this right here, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of the backstory of what they're talking about. Actually, let me fill you in on a little bit of this first. The subject appears to be Nick Fuentes and the Groypers. Since Gettr is supposed to be a free speech platform, it's not. CEO Jason Miller has kicked Nick Fuentes and the Groypers off of their platform. And so Tim Pool is holding Jason Miller's feet to the fire, asking him basically, well, what is a Groyper? What terms of service did Nick Fuentes violate? And this is Gab actually saying Tim Pool absolutely drags Gettr CEO Jason Miller, and he does. And I'm going to go over some of the articles that deal with Jason Miller nixing Nick Fuentes from the so-called free speech Gettr platform. By the way, there is a free speech platform that is the official Twitter killer, and it is Gab. It's not Gettr. Listen to this, though.
Say for the fact that if you're out there trying to organize and collect with a group, that I don't even think just the media. I mean, you look at many people who've self-ID'd as being part of that group or part of that ideology.
Bro, I don't think you got an argument here, man. This sounds like complete bullshit. I don't think you know anything about this group. I got to be honest, I don't either. But this is just talking in circles. I've not listened to Nick.
And the group is the Groypers. Not only, by the way, not only did Gettr and CEO Jason Miller kick Nick Fuentes off the platform, but they also banned the word Groyper. You can't even use the word Groyper. If you type in the word Groyper on Gettr, you get a little dialogue box that says, you can't use that word here.
Fuentes, I don't know a lot about him. I know that he's been banned across the board. I know that he's had trouble getting on planes. I can hear what his fans are saying, but I don't know. Maybe they're just lying because they want to support him. I really don't know. So it's really difficult for me to be like, to understand exactly what he did wrong. The issue for me is when I ask you, you don't seem to know either.
No, I think
all you said is that he posted, who else here is a Groyper? I'm like, well, what's a Groyper? You don't know. You just read it in the media and they said something bad about him. Is that justification? For me, I got no idea. Like, I thought you were going to come on and be like, look, Nick Fuentes said this and he said this, and you got to understand we did research on Groypers and found this, but you don't even have that.
Look, and I'm going to say on this that you're not going to make everyone happy when you're running a social media platform.
He could have easily said right there, no, you're wrong. We did do research. Here's what the Groypers are all about. It's an anti-Semitic, white supremacist group, and here's the proof behind that. He doesn't even attempt to justify his banning of a person from his platform and the banning of the word Groyper. Can't even justify it.
And people are going to have different opinions. So your opinion might be that, hey, that's BS. There are other people who are going to say, look, these guys are making sure that this is a safe platform and we respect what they're doing. They're giving us that ability to have that political free speech. And look, we might just disagree on this.
Wow. In other words, you want to go to another censor platform that is just as bad as Twitter? Go to Gettr. If you want to go to people who really care about safeguarding free speech, go to Gab. This right here comes from the Daily Beast. Jason Miller's free speech social media platform Gettr boots white nationalist. Jason Miller's right-wing free speech social media alternative Gettr suspended the account of white nationalist, they call him, Nick Fuentes on Monday. My official Gettr account has been permanently suspended, said Fuentes on Telegram, a message platform beloved by the far right. Nice free speech platform. The Unite the Right attendees Gettr page currently displays an account suspension notice. The booting of Fuentes didn't go unnoticed as far-right Arizona Representative Wendy Rogers asked on Telegram, why did Gettr ban Nick Fuentes? The white nationalist replied, what is the point of a free speech alternative to Twitter that doesn't even honor free speech? Good question. Good question. What is the point of having something called free speech on your platform when the first thing that you're going to do is start censoring people for their safety? And that's what Jason Miller was saying right there. And remember, the welfare of humanity, the safety of humanity is always the alibi of tyrants. It's a tyrannical move to go out there and start censoring people, especially when you're walking under the banner of free speech. That makes it even worse. Don't call yourself a free speech platform if you're going to start booting people off for saying something that you disagree with. This right here says Jason Miller's free speech site Gettr bans users from posting racist term groiper. This is also from the Daily Beast. Hilarious stuff, man. Hilarious in a in a sad way, because while you have a free speech alternative that is anything but free speech, you've just basically accelerated the downpour in the quicksand of tyranny. The free speech-centered, MAGA-inspired Twitter alternative Gettr, led by former Trump advisor Jason Miller and bankrolled by a Chinese fugitive billionaire, has hit some turbulence. The ardently pro-Trump social media site has been under attack by white nationalist groypers, avid followers of the Unite the Right attendee Nicholas Fuentes, since the platform booted him earlier this week. And this was from December 24th. The user in question violated Gettr's clearly defined terms of use has been suspended from the platform. Let me read that again, because this is exactly what you see from ScrewTube, from Facebook, from Twitter. They keep it real vague. They don't show you how they violated the clearly defined terms of service. What exactly was done? What exactly was said so that I myself can steer clear of saying such a thing in the future and try to avoid myself being banned, or some words that I use from being banned. The user in question violated Gettr's clearly defined terms of use and has been suspended from the platform, a Gettr spokesperson told the Daily Beast on Tuesday. Yet that move by the platform left Fuentes, fellow far-right allies, and his loyal white nationalist groyper fans fuming and spamming Miller's platform. On Thursday night, Gettr started to block users from posting the word groyper, which originated from a variation of the Pepe the Frog meme with extremely, they say, racist undertones. Oops, there was an error submitting your post, a notice read when the Daily Beast attempted to use the word groyper on the site Thursday night. Oops, you already said that, another note read when the Daily Beast tried to post the term again on Friday morning. So they're banning words and they're banning people from their platform. Tell me that's free speech. Tell me that's free speech, Jason Miller. Tell me that's free speech, Gettr. If you want real free speech, go to Gab. And no, I wasn't paid to say that. But I've been impressed with the Gab team. I'm on Gab myself. And Gab goes out of its way to safeguard free speech, not implement censorship. Guys, thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell notification icon. Give it a thumbs up. Share it with everybody you know. And don't forget to subscribe to my private email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, the Patreon and Subscribe Star links are below, or grab a hard-hitting design from the store that you can slap on any shirt, hoodie, mug, hat, whatever you want. I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.